Hello everyone, my name is Edoggz and welcome back to this review channel. It's been a very long time since I done a video, and that was due to the big blizzard that we had in New York City, and that went on for about until February. March is a combination of snow and rain, but it's the weather is better. The weather is much better, and we're going to start doing toy hunts. If that is of interest of you, we're going to be doing conventions, trips to our neighbors in New Jersey, and there's going to be some other places that we're going to be going to. This is my first figure for 2022. This figure came out in January of 2022. Found this yesterday at a Target. They had this plus 4, maybe 5 other figures on a peg, which was the Bumblebee series. They had the Cybertronian Ratchet, RC from Prime, Brawn, Kickback, and Skids all on one peg. So it was a pretty good selection, I would say. This item is available in 2 versions. Let me explain. As of right now, Blaster is still being packaged in the Kingdom boxes. So you have a choice. You can keep continuing buying the Kingdom version of the box, or you can go with the Legacy box instead. I do like the Legacy box. I like the purple and the black, which is kind of funny because this is an Autobot and he's supposed to have brighter colors. The Legacy in this area, that must be a space bridge of some sort, and everything else is like a Coliseum kind of thing. That's the way I look at it. But the boxes is shorter than the old school ones, and that is because they took out the stage. Normally there's like a little stage that's on the bottom where the figure can stand on. The stage is not there on the bottom. It's kind of a little bit on the top of the box. So let me just give you a once around. This is the front of the box. This is what it looks like. There's no window. Please check your figures before you buy them. Make sure everything is inside the box. If you can't tell, ask a salesperson if you can open the box and make sure everything is in there, because we do have the Coronation Starscream, and that box has no windows in it. You can't tell what's in it or what's not in it, kind of a deal. So check your boxes. So here he is on the side. Give you a difference between the 2 sides. You can clearly see. Let me move him out of the light. You can clearly see Blaster's head on the top. Yeah, Blaster running with. He doesn't have his weapon in his hand. Maybe it's on the other side. But anyway, he's running towards something. And then we have the back of the box. We have the robot mode. We have the Oak mode. We have the gimmick. And we have Eject, which comes with it. It takes about 20 steps to transform it. That's not including Eject, probably. And then we have this side. And this side is different. We have Bulkhead. I think this is Blaster. Don't quote me because his helmet is red. We have RC, Rodimus, and Prime in the background. On the top, you can tell there's a difference there. And there's on the bottom. So there you go. You have your choice of which one you want to continue buying. Price. Let's talk about price. On Hasbro Pulse, this guy, it was on for $31. At Target, he was going for $36. This $5 more, I guess. That is kind of similar to this, to give you a price comparison. Now, this is a Target exclusive thrust. He was about somewhere in the $45 to $48. That will be, and then we have, let's bring in Cyclonus one more time. Cyclonus is probably in the same area. On top of that, let's add one more. Buzzworthy Bumblebee. I believe he's like either a scout or deluxe. In my area, he goes for about 28. So 28 and 36 is kind of close. And the figures are, getting smaller. Compared to the original G1 version of Blaster, he was a huge figure. That was a huge figure. I think around the 80s and 90s, well, I want to say 80s, late 80s, I think he might have been like $30 or something like that. I could be wrong. Please, somebody correct me. So, there you go. Next, we have Eject. This is what he looks like. He's a transparent cayenne blue with some gold on his chest and his waist. He has a little bit of orange on his mask. You can kind of see his eyes there. Helmet is not painted. This is what he looks like from the front. The back is mostly just gray with the little pins in the back. And then there's the other side. And that's how tall he is next to Blaster. So you have that right there. Now, to do a size comparison, the one gripe I do have is with Soundwave. Depending on who you are, you can agree or disagree. I believe that Soundwave is supposed to be at the same height as him. There's a lot of fight scenes where they're the same height. I don't know. You be the judge. By making him shorter, he does have more center of gravity compared to a taller person. But this is my only gripe right here. Soundwave will be back for the transformation stuff. Next, we have his Electro Blaster. This is his blaster. It's all painted black. Now, the original one had a huge hole in the side, about the size of a nickel, and then inside of that hole was a smaller hole. Not exactly sure why. And this is called the Electro Scrambler gun. You have the sniper scope. You have the shoulder rest here. It's really nice. You could probably put some effects parts on here. I don't have one on hand at this given point, but you could put this in his hand. Now, there is word that the older cassettes will not work. So the only one I have on hand was this one. This is from Double Dealer. So we're going to try to see if we can fit this in there. Now, to give you a comparison with the older version, let's move Eject out of the way. We're going to bring in our book, like we always do. And we're going to focus on this picture right here. That's the original G1 Blaster. You can tell how tall he is. He does have some limitations, which we'll go through the figure in a second. And then we have the alt mode on the side. So we're going to come back to this in a second, but you can tell the difference right there. So articulation, let's go through articulation, shall we? Between the G1 version and this version, You can turn all the way around. That's the same. I don't believe we did go all the way out on the shoulder as the original version. So that's new. There's bicep swivel. The original, no, actually the old one did have bicep swivel. Matter of fact, now that I remember. It didn't have any elbows on that figure. So we have more than the 90 degrees on the elbow. The wrists are locked in place, but they flip inside. Same thing on this side, goes all the way out, all the way around, bicep, and the hands flip inside again. The gimmick between this figure and the original figure only had one button. You press the button down, the chest pops open. This version, you have to push it in, and the chest pops open. The shorts are the same, these lower legs are the same, and the legs are the same. The only difference here is the feet. On the original version, he only had like these really skinny panels for feet. These, you can actually see the feet down here. They're actually feet. You know, they actually gave him something. So that's what he looks like from this direction. You got the Autobot symbol there. This is what he looks like from the side. This is what it looks from that side. This side. Give a close up on the face. It's a light silver. The silver on the top is a little bit lighter. It could be the same. The head can turn around 360 degrees. There's a little bit of up and down there. There's a little bit of give there to give him some kind of emotion there. You can do that if you want. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to transform Eject. Let's do that first. And what you do here is you want to turn the head around, like always. Flip it down into this cavity, like so. Before I go any further, he can articulate on the shoulder. And he also has, I don't know if you want to call that an elbow. Yeah, let's call it an elbow. He has elbow articulation. There's no waist due to the transformation. The legs can go up like so. And the legs can go as far as back as this. Yeah, there's knee articulation, which is 90 degrees. So we're going to move on. So we're going to fold the elbow in, and we're going to plug it in like that. Same thing on the other side. You can plug it in on that. Like this, you fold it in, plug it in. Now he does have some holes for hands, if you want to put some weapons there. You turn the leg this way, turn the leg that way, and you want to bring it up. Like that. See, I might have done something wrong there. Hold on, let's bring it this way. You turn it this way, you turn it inside, and you bring it up like that. So you got that. So you turn, you want to make the opening on the inside, bring the leg up, fold it in, and you have your cassette. Just gotta make sure everything is all lined up, and you're pretty much good to go. Take this figure, and you can clearly see there's a spring there. Push it back, and you can take this and you can pop it in this way, and you can close that up, and there you go. But what if you're wondering if the other cassettes work? Let's see. Take that out. Alright, so let's put it on this side. Yes, you can still put the older cassettes inside of Blaster if you so choose. If you want to, you can still do it. There's no tension. It's not getting stuck or anything like that. This might give you some problems, like, you know, when you're pressing this back, the spring might not push back, but I don't see any problems here at all. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna pop it into his chest. Put his gun back in. Now we are going to transform it into his alt mode. All right, and going by the instructions, let me show you the instructions real quick before going further. They're like it's like a faded purple color, and these are the instructions right here for the robot mode, and then on the back. And from what I've seen, it kind of transforms similar to Soundwave, but we'll get into that in a second. So we're going to remove the gun, and we're going to focus on his back. It seems I'll focus on his back. There's this panel right here. We're going to bring this panel back. And we're going to take the head, we're going to flip the head into the cavity like so. Bring this up like that. We're going to turn this around, move the arms up like this. And we're going to turn them. We're going to turn them this way, it seems. We're going to take the hands. You want to fold them into this cavity. Hold on. I want it fold into. Oh, it flips backwards? Is that flip backwards? So we're going to flip it backwards like that. Just want to make sure we're going in the right direction. Let's see. Hold on. This is pointed down. Oh, so this should be pointing this way, like so, and that should be pointing that way. And all right. So this is this way. Okay, and this is supposed to be down like this. Like that. It's supposed to be down. Let's see. Okay, so it has to be in this orientation like this. It seems. And then maybe we want to flip up like so. Flip up the lower arm. All right, so it's not in the right place, it seems. Not a problem. Let's see. Okay, so that pin, see, let me see, this pin right here goes that way. That pin goes that way. So this should flip back for some reason. Oh, there we go. It was stuck. So we flip this up like so. Flip this up like so. So it should be like this. We bring this back down. Bring this back down. We're going to focus on the speakers. Now this is new to me, and it's new to the original figure as well. Flipping these speakers around like so. What else? You're gonna flip up the feet, which is normal. You're gonna turn around at the waist. And there's these two panels here. You have to get the out. You're gonna flip up this panel right here. Same thing on the opposite side. Flip this up like so. Get this panel right here. Bring this out like that. So you have that. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to turn this way. Like that. We want to bring this piece up on his waist. So you should have something like this, right? We're going to flip this around. And here is the part where it's kind of sort of like a sound wave, it seems. So we're going to take the leg, bring it up like that, bring this over. Let's make sure, let's try that again. Does this tab in somewhere? It doesn't seem does. Interesting. Very interesting. It's like a click. Something needs to click. Right, so this piece right here is supposed to click into the hand, like the wrist part of the hand or something like that. Right, so we're gonna try this side, see if it works. Oh, okay, okay. So let me just show you guys something. So there's a slot here for this black piece down here. That's what it's saying. That's what it's saying. So let me just go back. Let me pop this in. All right. So you have that. And then you take this panel here, and it's going to plug into these two things right here. Right? And this flips over, I'm guessing, like so. That was easy. And this flips over, like so. Did I get it all? Did I get it all? Right, so we have to get this. Turn it around, and we need to lift this piece right here. Like so. Same thing on the other side, like that, and you turn. Now, on the original version of this toy, they had a slider. It was a much bigger piece on top of the handle, and you slid across to lock it in place. This is just a tab and a slot. That's all they did. So that's done. Does the gun go anywhere? Yes, the gun does go someplace. Right, so there's a hole, it seems. Right. Right, so there's a peg here, and I'm quite sure there's a slot somewhere. Right, so because this is upside down. Are they serious? Oh, it's on the side. It's in the side. Oh, okay. That worked. So there's a slot on the handle of the gun. That's new. And you have this peg. And you have that. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. And the other cool thing is that if I can get it, I think the handle of the radio can move back and forth. So you can have the handle up like this, or you can have the handle back like that, leaning back, kind of a deal. You can do that. I think it could have used a locking mechanism for this, just to keep these two together. You know, have something just go click, and you know you're good. The only thing missing is an antenna, if that's important. But yeah, I really like it. I really like it. So let me get my book real quick and show you the difference between the old. This is gonna get tough. The old, let's see, let me cover his face. The old radio and the new one. And you can tell the difference there. We have these knobs here. It doesn't say anything. This could be the volume button. I'm guessing. We have these little buttons down here. Not exactly sure what those are. It could be anything. But yeah. Now let's bring in sound wave real quick. We're gonna take this off. We're gonna bring this up, fold this hand in, take this piece off, arm up, fold in, backpack. This is the same as the other. Fold the head back. Okay, we're gonna leave that alone for right now. We're gonna turn this around. You're gonna bring this up. You're gonna bring this out. Next, we're gonna go to this panel. Bring this panel out. Bring the foot. We're gonna bring this cover out. Take the foot, flip it in. Same thing on the other side. So that's good to go. That's good to go. We're going to bring the shoulder back, and we're going to turn lower at the bicep. Same thing on this side. Separate from the shoulder. Turn at the bicep. Bring these two together. Turn here. Turn here. Very similar to the blaster, or vice versa. Bring this up. Peg in. Make sure all of this bring this other leg up. Squeeze together. Bring this panel down. You can take these and you can put them in the back. Plug this in. I'm not sure why it's not plugging in. Is that going to work? Let me see. We have to turn this around. There you go. You got your radio, which came out in, let's say, 1969, somewhere around there. So 1969, 1969 is probably the rough year where they started making boom boxes and ghetto blasters and stuff like that. And then later on, they started making the Walkman, which became much popular, more portable. These days, people in 2022, they have wireless speakers, which they, have either earphones. I've seen some people with portable house speakers outside. Yeah, so technology has evolved since 1966. So yeah, I really enjoy it. I like how they added all of this new stuff. Not exactly sure what it is, but yeah, they could have put like little words like this is the tuner, or this is the graphic equalizer, or little stuff like that. To kind of tell you what it is. Same thing on the side. Like the speakers on the side here, where this one doesn't. So yeah, I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. If it's your first time watching these videos, please subscribe. I have a lot more in store for this year. So I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching and have a great day.